you're stuck with the situation, unfortunately, where you're facing going through a phase of loss of a loved one. It could be your parent, your sibling, or your child, unfortunately, or your spouse. All these relations are very, very deep rooted. We have lived with them so all our years. They are in our DNA. So it becomes very difficult to continue life without their existence. But the consolation is that you can make them continue to live with you in your life like a guiding light in soul existence, as a spirit. And the soul could be as much a part of your life as it was when it was alive in physical body. I have experienced it. So I'm speaking out of my very, very personal experience. um, you have to do a few uh, things. Maybe they can be understood as rituals. When they are departing, that's when the soul is still connecting with you. Because when the soul is departing, it continues to be around in that environment where it had lived when it was alive. Definitely for 8 days, very strongly, and then till about 40 to 49 days. It is living around that area, and it is in a state where it wants to connect with the survivors, with the ones who are left behind, because it doesn't like to leave them in an unhappy state. So it's trying to watch over you to see that you are fine, you are supported, and it is sending you love. So what you have to do is that you also have to send a lot of love to that soul and not complain or be very, very sad. It's easier said than done, but how it helps is that you form an altar and you keep a nice big live photograph of that soul, and you just connect through that. Continue to eat with them, to listen to music with them, whatever you had been doing when they were alive. You continue to do those communication as much as you can, more so in these 40 to 49 days. Very strongly for the first 8 days. That is when you're really grieving, and it won't be easy. But if you do this, you will be helping yourself to have them live with you, hold your hand, keep blessing you, loving you, guiding you, and they will send you so much strength. And you will also, as a consequence, make them happy, because the soul wants to liberate. It wants to leave the existence that it had been in the body, and now it wants to go to the astral world, where it wants to be free till it decides to be reborn. And you have to support the soul to succeed in that, and it will thank you more if you will send them that kind of love, and let them know that you're well, and you work on it that you're well, and they will be blessing you, and you will get so much good fortune that it will become very easy, and whatever you're trying to endeavor, in which you had sought their guidance and support when they were alive, you will believe. You won't, may or may not believe, but I'm telling you that it will be many, many folds more. You may have heard of some saints who depart, but they continue to do their work. If you live in Delhi, you would have heard of Guruji. He is one such soul I know whose work has multiplied so much after his departure, that it just didn't want to continue in the body, and it continued to live in the spirit realm. And a few things that you can also do is that on their important days, like their birthdays or their anniversary days or their departure days, these days you must connect with them much more strongly, because that is when the soul is very happy to connect with you. Those are special days of that soul, when it had been born, or it had died, or died in the physical body, or it had some eventful days in his life, like maybe getting married, or whatever those days are. You celebrate those days. You make them offerings. You also offer to the poor and needy, or to some saints on those days in their name, as a donation. So these things will really, really help you. And it is why I'm talking about this is because it's such an important aspect, that in your life you need to be always joyful. You always need to be very, very peaceful and very together. Because then you can continue to do your karma and whatever endeavors you want to take up in life, you can fulfill them. But it's important that you stay in a very stable, happy, peaceful state of mind. So to overcome such an occurrence where when somebody has gone away before time, or somebody very, very close to you, you connect with them like this and you will be able to heal much faster, and you will be able to make them an internal part of your life, as eternal as your own life is. Right.